Ahoy and Dobry Den. Check out that tram all lit up for the holiday season. Very crowded here in Brno, Czech Republic. Indeed, the fog is followed from Vienna. Came up via the train yesterday from Vienna. Been here for about 24 hours. Kind of some old haunts here. I was here about 1.5 years ago. Albeit in the summertime then. And temperature is about 40 degrees, maybe even more than that. Less than it was on that, I believe it was in July, late July of 2021. Brno, I believe, is the second largest city behind Prague in the Czech Republic. And you just get a look at what a different view it is in the winter time compared to the summertime, and especially on a day like today where those low clouds have kind of just hung over the city. So it's been kind of a light day for me. I went to the shopping center by the train station. Had to get a new data card for the camera because all the 1.5 or 2 hours that I filmed at the beginning of this Christmas trip, that data card now says SD card error, meaning that I can't pull back any of the videos. That's the second time I think that's happened to me, maybe even the third. And I really don't know why. I've read online many people that have experienced the same thing, and there's basically no way to recover them from the reading I've done. So I opted to get a new card just in case that card was bad. And I didn't want to, for I recorded part 2, I didn't want to lose that if the card was bad. So anyhow, I'm gonna go see what's still happening Christmassy here in Brno. We're a couple days into January. Good thing I had the big heavy jacket today. This is probably the coldest day that I've experienced on the trip. I've had some really warm days, 60 degrees, 15 Celsius. Today is not one. It might be 1 degree Celsius, about 33 Fahrenheit. So this is one of these squares here. Just really cool to see these steeple towers just kind of hidden behind the fog here in Brno. All right, more to come. I think one of the best things about the Czech Republic, not just Brno, but all over the country, is there's all these little pathways that go through buildings that you can walk through. If you see an open gate, you go through it, and it takes you into some different places. Here I am behind the Old Town Hall, which over the centuries has been expanded and amended. Over the centuries. That's several hundred years. And you got these little apartment flats right here in the city. And you kind of duck into an alleyway like that, and you just end up in a different area, kind of a shortcut going through town, if you will. I think it's a little shopping mall right here. I think I went to this Tesco Express one time last year. Tesco is a big grocery chain out of United Kingdom, I'm pretty certain. They've expanded to many places throughout Europe. Wouldn't be the Czech Republic without some argument. I did some Olomouc last year, and I was filming as I was coming across the bridge. I saw a guy punch another guy. Like, holy hell. Pretty intense. Czech Republic. Those two guys are still going at it back there. Not sure what it's about, but this is kind of walking back towards the main tram line, the main zone of the city. So, going to get an increase in shopping opportunities down here. There's quite a few of those. The aforementioned tram just passed. Most of the trams run through this route to get down to the main train station. And there's a really nice church up here to the left. That might be the aforementioned church's bells ringing right there. Signaling 15 past the hour, maybe. This is kind of what would be considered, I don't know, maybe the main pedestrian zone of Brno. Up further, which can't be seen because of all the fog that's out here, but there's a big Ferris wheel, and looks like maybe the remnants of a Christmas market, which may or may not still be going on right now. When I was here last summer, this place, I should say it's a year and a half ago summer, this had a big beer and food garden down here. Suffice to say, not happening at this time of year. You see, got several restaurants, and there is another Christmas tree down here on the square, a big black phallic looking thing. And I think at 11 o'clock, if I remember the story correctly, it's supposed to drop the ball down, and I was down here right at 11 o'clock, and there was about a dozen people with their hands stuck in the holes there at the bottom of that. Didn't seem like there's a whole lot happening, so I didn't hang around to see what the outcome was. You're reckless at McDonald's, which I've been a probably about a daily McDonald's guy, or every other day, just for coffee, because it's cheap, much cheaper than your Starbucks and even your Costa coffee, which is where I went this morning. You can get a espresso or cappuccino or Americano for just a couple of hours. There's the church ahead. Oh, it's so pretty to see it shrouded in the clouds like that. This was where they had the food tents and beer tents set up. And a matter of fact, around that corner, yep, the old sports pub, or sport pub. I sat outside and had a pint or two. All right, we shall pause here, and we'll come back maybe when we get closer to the Ferris wheel. Happy foggy day from Brno, Czech Republic. Well, the only thing happening here in the park is the Ferris wheel going around, and I'm not sure anybody's even on it right now. There are a couple of stands that are set up open, but nobody partaking. I'm amazed at how green they're able to keep their grass here in the midst of winter. There's a nice park back down there, maybe about a quarter of a mile walk that I went to on that last visit. A little bit too chilly for that today, so I think I'm going to carry on here in Brno and see what else is happening. Hey, I'm taking a walk back to the apartment I've rented for a couple nights here in Brno, and you get plenty of places from here. Motor highways to Prague, Bratislava, Olomouc, and Vienna. Vienna by car. Probably about 2 hours by vehicle, hour and a half by a train. I don't know if I saw that spark or not there. That was interesting. I have cranked up some holiday tunes, even though we're a week and a half beyond Christmas. Brno just has a, with the weather being what it is, just a real Christmas feel to it this afternoon, about 3 p.m. And I am a good half mile, 3/4 of a mile outside the city center now, and just walking up this hill, and then I'll go down a big hill, and that should get me back towards the flat. Just a real foggy day here. It gives the town a whole different look than what I saw back in the summertime here. All right, more from Brno. Waiting on the green guy here on the walkway. There's the top of that building somewhere. Just moments after I filmed my last little clip, the precipitation has begun. It started here in Brno, and it's not of the snow variety. It is a cold, wet rain right now. So maybe if I can find somewhere to get out of it here shortly, that's going to be my plan. I probably still have a good half-mile walk to get back to the flat. So, and the rain is picking up in intensity as well. Oh, it's chilly. Maybe it'll wash the fog away. All right, coming back from Brno. Boy, good afternoon from Prague, and this is one of my favorite little pathways down in the neighborhood Malostranna, and they're kind of walking back up towards the castle quarter, and some Christmas decorations still up here on the this is the Church of Our Lady of the Savior and Jesus, I think was read. So I took off from Andel, which is maybe about a mile behind me, and just kind of following the tram route up. So one of my favorite routes here in Prague to walk. Give you another little shot of the church there. And this eventually will take you to the pathway up to the Prague Castle, as well as the Charles Bridge. It'll get much more crowded. Tram 23, I believe that is the tram that kind of circles the sightseeing district of Prague. 23, all lit up in its Christmas lights there a moment ago. If possible, I'm going to find a cup of coffee. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I haven't had one yet. Shouldn't be a lack of places to get one. This is a heavy area for trams. A little Irish pub back there, Murphy's something. Ooh, right in a scooter or a bike on those cobblestones can't be much fun. Souvenir shop here. Some local artwork. Coffee mugs. Requisite Subway sandwich shop. Campo Park is to the right of me. Oh, here's a cafe. Maybe I'll duck in there for a coffee. Before I get into the too touristy area. Too early for a beer. I'm gonna go check out Cafe 22. See how it looks. More from Prague coming.
Počkáš tady s Aneckou, je tady byla, já tam proto
Well, I skipped Cafe 22, and I'm glad I did. I've never seen camels before. Maybe in a zoo, but I don't know why in the hell there are camels next to St. Nicholas Church in Prague. Good question. They have certainly attracted a crowd of folks here. Cafe 22 was a little bit too crowded. There is a Starbucks right there. I don't really want a Starbucks. Back to the St. Nicholas there. Looks like it might rain here at some point. You can see why Prague is called the city of 100 spires. Everywhere you look. I'm gonna have to find out about the camels. But they are on the move. They might be coming right towards us here. Indeed they are.
Tak, tady bych čekal.
Jarče, pojď, divotěj,